everyone. So last week we discussed about postural syndrome, and just a recap on it. It had three characteristics. So postural syndrome, basically pain provoked due to long postures, right? Whether it could be prolonged sitting or prolonged standing. Secondly, as soon as you get out of those prolonged postures, the pain goes away. And thirdly, there are no movement impairments, so no restrictions in movements. Okay, but what if you already have movement restrictions, right? What if you already have that neck pain? What do you do, right? So today we're going to discuss about neck pain arising from poor posture and how do we correct it. Okay, so basically let's start with ideal posture at the neck. Okay, so for your neck ideal posture from the frontal view, right? When you're looking at yourself from the front, what you want to do is you want to check whether your earlobes are at the same level and whether your shoulder tips are at the same level. Okay, after checking these two things, another thing that you want to check is that your head is centered in midline, no rotations, no tilts. Okay, all the way straight. Okay, now another way to check it is in side position. Obviously you can't do it for yourself, so ask somebody to take a picture of you sideways, and that way you would be able to analyze your sideways posture. Okay, so when you're standing sideways or sitting sideways, right, what you want to check on is that first of all your shoulders are at neutral. Okay, neither they are hunched all the way forward, neither they are overtly straight. You want them somewhere in between. Okay, after that, your head needs to be positioned directly over your shoulders. So your earlobes and your shoulders need to be in the same line. Okay. Another factor that you want to check is that your chin is parallel to the ground. Okay. No downward looking, no upward looking. Fair enough. So an ideal posture, shoulder tip and earlobes in the same line and chin perpendicular to the ground. Now in my physiotherapy practice, what I have seen is a common deviation from this ideal posture, which is forward headed posture or chin poke. Okay, I'll demonstrate what that it is. So especially in young adults who are using a lot of laptop or phones, they are required to look forward all the time. Okay, so what happens is from this ideal posture of yours, when you try to look forward, ideally your chin would go down. To prevent that, the chin pokes forward. Okay, so your head is positioned forward to your shoulders and your chin is jutting out. Okay, this is a typical forward head chin poke posture. Obviously I'm exaggerating the range, but this is how it would look. Okay, now the question is, what do I do about it, right? Okay, so the chin poke posture can lead to several aches and pain at the neck. Okay, now firstly, if the chin is poked like this, the muscles over here, okay, these muscles at the base of the head, which we are talking about, these become tight. Okay, and once these muscles become tight, they will give you pain, right? Because it's an alteration from the normal posture. So how do we stretch these muscles, which are the suboccipital muscles at the base of the head? Okay, so firstly you want to stand in your sideways correct posture. So shoulders all the way in neutral, earlobes nicely above the shoulder. From this position, right, so from where you were here, you want to be here. You want to make sure your chin is not poking out, right? You want to tuck your chin in slightly. Okay, some people might already feel better by just coming to the neutral posture. In case you don't, you want to tuck your chin in, use your two fingers and just push it a little in. Okay, with your other hand you want to grasp the base of the head. Okay, and you're going to do a lifting maneuver. Okay, so it's almost like you're lifting the head up. Okay, so tuck your chin in and just lift. When you lift, it's like a slight nodding movement. Okay, just a small nod, and this would help in stretching these muscles. Okay, now some people might complain of side pain. Okay, pain in this region, which is the trapezius muscle. Okay, also known as trapezitis. So how do we stretch the muscle? Firstly, let's find out which muscle is tight. Okay, so when you're standing straight, again, shoulders leveled, earlobes leveled, no tilts, no rotations, all the way center. Now you want to check your side bending movement. Basically that is getting your ear close to your shoulder tip without any rotations. Okay, so just side bending. Now this side, no pain, no discomfort. When I go on this side, I start feeling some pain here. Okay, so this side my range is quite full. On this side, as soon as I go here, I feel some pain, right? So how do we relieve that? That means that my right trapezius muscle is tight. Okay, so if my right muscle is tight, I want to place my right hand on the shoulder tip. we're going to stabilize the shoulder here. Okay, just allow it so that it doesn't prop up. Okay, stabilize it here. With your left hand, you're going to go all the way up, grab your right ear. Okay, in the neutral, grab your right ear, and you're going to push it towards the left side so that you feel a nice stretch in this muscle. Again, this hand is stabilizing it so that the shoulder doesn't prop up. Okay, you're going to hold it here, okay, for 15 seconds, 3 repetitions. Okay, so both the stretches, whether it's for the suboccipital muscles, which I'll overgo once more. Okay, so for your suboccipital muscles, you want to tuck your chin in all the way in. Take your other hand, do a small lifting, nodding maneuver. Okay, and hold it there for 10 to 15 seconds, 3 repetitions. For your trapezius, you want to do a side bending movement. So the side which is tight, that hand goes on the shoulder to stabilize. Opposite hand grabs the ear and you do a side bending movement. Hold there for 15 counts, come back, do 3 repetitions. Okay, both of these should help to improve the stiffness at the neck, okay, and release the muscles. Okay, so again, I'm going to reiterate, these are exercises when you're getting pain from poor posture. So ideally, the root cause is poor posture and you want to prevent it by getting into your ideal posture, maintaining your ideal posture and making it a part of your lifestyle so that you don't come up with these problems. Okay, stay healthy, stay fit, take care.